And it's
Oh,
time. It's time. We are here at the end of ninth edition 40K. It's been a long, very difficult road, but we're here.
end of an era.
End of an era, thank God. And at the end of an era, GW has finally replaced all the start collectings. You can't get them anymore unless they're at your local, which you might want to grab some of them. With the new combat patrols, and every single faction has a combat patrol. And funny enough, it is exactly 1 year ago, 1 year exactly, that we recorded the tier lists of combat patrols at that time. And now here at the end of ninth, we need to update the tier list, and we need to. We're doing this based on. So here's the rules. You gotta pretend that you don't already have this army, so you're getting into it fresh, right? Our channel is generally for new players, trying to support people getting into the hobby. So we're gonna rate this based on new players getting into the ninth edition, assuming they're getting into it right now with the current Arcs of Omen and the way that the game is currently being played, current points, current rules. All right.
Are we gonna judge these on whether they're boarding party ready?
We will comment how
Okay.
close they are to being boarding patrol ready. Because yes, I do like boarding patrol a lot. So it won't tank it if it's not.
Right.
Because very
I know
few of them
some
are
of
not.
these won't work.
Yeah, some of them won't work. Some of them are closer than others, and some of them are good. It'll be a benefit if it's good, but we won't really like hurt it if it's bad.
Right.
At least if it's filled with other good things that you're gonna want anyway. All right. Where do you want to start?
I think we should just lump all of these Space Marines together.
Okay,
So let's just do all the Space
we'll
Marines.
start with the Space Marines. That's fair.
But first of all, should we do the Arcs Omen boarding?
We'll save those for last. Actually, we'll
Okay,
save those for
we'll
last.
save those for last.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a Space Marine in that, but we'll worry about that last.
Right. But we'll just do the regular Space Marines. So we'll start with the most basic bitch of them. Is the Combat Patrol Space Marine? Just Combat Patrol Space Marine.
Space Marine one. Okay, yeah,
Right. It's the blue one.
yeah.
Okay.
New one's
in our previous tier list, we had this at an A.
This I'm gonna knock down to a B. The, Incursors or whatever.
The Incursors. They're not that good. I 100% agree. They're not that good.
And I think it comes with Reaver. No.
No. This one doesn't have Reavers.
Oh,
thank God.
That's just the lieutenant.
Right. So lieutenant. It's got the eliminators, the snipers, who are fine.
The snipers are good.
Yeah. I've got a complaint about this one also.
Yeah.
That impulsor is just shit.
Everyone hates the impulsor.
Nobody feels it. And here's my other problem with the impulsor, and this is going to carry over to multiple of these Space Marine boxes. The impulsor is the most expensive model in this box. The impulsor is the thing that's making the box have value, and it's not going to have value because you're not going to use it. Nobody uses an impulsor. It's a bad model. It's also kind of ugly. I'm not going to lie. It's an ugly model.
What? It's a flying rhino.
Yeah, that's ugly.
It's a flying rhino.
The only difference is rhinos are free.
It's got a like El Camino back on it. Rhinos are not free. They're 50 points. The impulsor is only like 60.
No. Like you can go to a hobby shop and ask a boomer for a rhino, and a boomer will throw a rhino at you. Yeah.
But you don't need a rhino.
Right, boomers are giving away rhinos. Like if you need a rhino and you live in Las Vegas, come hit up Salty Island. I played Trailer Park Ultramarines. I've got rhinos to spare. Like you can come swing by, play a game with us. I'll give you a rhino as a free gift. I might even force you to take one out of the house with you as you leave. Like,
right? Yeah. Like, I think this is a B, maybe even a C.
Maybe C.
I'd say C. I'd say C.
Right. This is also not the Space Marine box that I'm going to actually recommend any Space Marine player get. Right. That's the thing too.
I wish the Incursors were better. They're just.
I do.
They're not good. They're suppressors. Whatever. Fucking no.
The jumpy guys, right? Yeah. No, I wish they were better.
The lieutenant is nice because I think you can give him the sniper rifle.
Yeah. I mean, lieutenants are lieutenants. You can kit them up pretty well. You can buy them separately. Yeah.
The aggressors, or not aggressors, the suppressors, they're all right.
Yeah.
They're all right. This is definitely dropping this to a C.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree with this one. I agree with this one. All right, all right. Now I'm going to flip to the other side of this one. So previously, we gave the Dark Angels one a C. I am going to argue that the Dark Angels one is the best of the Space Marine Get Started. And here's why. Here's why. It is the only one that's got a Redemptor. And you want a Redemptor. Everyone wants one Redemptor.
I would give it a B. Like the issue, yeah, it's got the Redemptor in it, which is great. But it's only got 5 dudes.
It does. It does have
It's only got
5.
5 dudes.
But here's my other argument. Do you really want more than 5 shitty intercessors?
I think the full 10 would have been better, but the aggressors are kind of okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of expensive units.
It does. You are correct. It's padding the price with a lot
Yeah.
of expense. Oh,
Got a
here,
chaplain.
I like the chaplain. That's a personal preference, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That-
Dark Angels.
Right, right. Here's the thing that I did learn about these boxes also is this Dark Angels one is actually not that good of a discount. If you bought everything separate, the thing that makes this a discount is that it comes with the Dark Angels upgrade sprues.
Oh,
You get 2 packs of Dark Angel upgrade sprues, which are $10 each. That's $20. And if you're not playing Dark Angels, like that's a waste. Like basically, this is retail
Right.
with the exception of the Dark Angels upgrade sprue.
I'd still give this a B, just because, like,
B?
if you wanted to play Space Marines and you bought this, I think you'd just be disappointed by the lack of models you have.
You would, but you got a Redemptor.
Whatever.
I agree with you with the B. I agree with the B. I agree with the B.
You have 10 models. You have 10 models. The last box at least had like double that.
It does have double that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
You're
More
right.
than
For a
double
new
that.
player, you might be
Yeah.
disappointed in the number of models you get.
Like, you don't, and looking at the box, I don't think it'd be worth it immediately. You just don't get a lot of models.
That's true. As a new player, looking at the
Right.
box, this doesn't feel like you're
Because
getting
I
much
could
of a
paint
value out of
any
it.
of the other boxes as Dark Angels. Yeah, you wouldn't get the upgrade sprue, but whatever.
Right, right.
I would say just B. I'd say
Okay,
B.
all right, all right, all right. We'll
I think
put it as B. We'll
It's
put it as
better
B.
than it was.
All right, we'll put it as B. It did move up a spot, so that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, all right, all right. How about we go with your favorite next? Your favorite Space Marine chapter.
Oh,
Get the Black Templars.
the Black Templars.
So-
Templars.
It looks like the last time Black Templars were basically our mid-tier army. It's literally the most middle of the road
Yeah.
B-tier army that we had.
I think it'd still be.
Still B?
I do kind of. It does come with a impulsor. Is that an impulsor?
It does have an impulsor, but it does also have a proper the Black Templar Crusader
Has the
Squad.
upgrade frame. Yeah, it's a Crusader squad.
Does have the Crusader
The
Squad.
Primaris is Crusader squad. It's
And
got a
the-
Marshal.
And the thing about this one is if you're buying this box, you are going to play Black Templars because you got that Crusader
Yeah.
Squad.
This
Ah.
impulsor can't even. I don't think it could carry the squad.
It cannot carry the squad. No, no, no.
It's
gonna
just carry the Marshal.
right carry the Marshal. It might carry the 5 shitty like intercessors that are on the side. And this one,
I-
the 5 intercessors aren't as bad because you also get the full Crusade Squad.
Okay, I
do get a
still say
Marshal.
It's B.
It's a
I still
proper
say it's
Marshal.
B.
Is it better than the Dark Angels?
I think it's better because you get more models. You get more models.
You do get more models.
Technically, it's only 3 units.
Is it?
You had 4 units, I think, in the other one. But,
No, you have 4. If you count the
oh, you
HQ.
have 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You get the HQ.
This
'Cause you have a
this is
Marshal.
only 3.
The Marshal
this
is
is only
separate from
3.
the. No, it's a 10-man Crusade Squad plus a Marshal, plus
So
the
what's-
5-man, plus
The
the
neophytes are part of the Crusader squad.
right. But there's also a 5-man Intercessor Squad in here.
Oh, there is a 5-man intercessor. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah. So it's way better.
yeah.
Oh,
You get 17
so
bottles
the
out of it.
intercessors could go in the impulse.
Right, right.
I think if this had a Redemptor, it would be an amazing box. It would be an S tier box.
Oh, if it had a Redemptor, yeah.
If it had a
yeah.
Redemptor, it'd be an S tier box.
In fact, if any of these other combat patrols, if you just
Right.
replace the shitty fucking trapping transport that you're not going to use with a Redemptor, it'd be way better. Yeah, absolutely.
I still say this is still B. This didn't go up or down. This is
Okay.
good.
This is
It's a
still
good
good.
base for Black Templar.
All right, I agree with this one. B. Let's stay solidly in the B tier. All right, all right. Let's see. What else do we have? Well,
Well, you could
oh,
put that Crusader Squad. Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just no character. Crusader Squad, no character in the transport, which actually might not be bad. I
Yeah.
could see that. All right, all right. Here is one that we said was better than the Black Templar box. The Blood Angels.
Oh, the Blood Angels.
We
one.
said this was better than the Black Templar box.
Was it A?
No, it's still B, but it is
Oh, still B,
it was
but better.
right on the fringe between A and B. It's the topmost B tier. We said this was the best B tier, right on the fringe of A.
Looking at it now, I don't think it's better.
I don't think it's better either.
Because again, it's got incursors.
It does. It does. It has incursors. The aggressors are fine,
The aggressors are fine.
but the problem I also have with it is nobody is running a librarian. Like I don't think.
But it's Blood Angel. You would have with Blood Angel.
Yeah, you would with a blood angel. Yeah.
Like, you
Actually,
want
that's
the
probably what we said
librarian
last
'cause
time
they're-
too. You're right, because blood angels are the ones that would most likely run a
Right.
librarian.
I still think it's B. I think this is better than the Space Marine one because at least you got 3 other units that are not being sneaky.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. Is it better than the Black Templars? Still better?
I don't know. I don't think it's better. I think they're on the same. I'd say they're on the same tier.
They're pretty much on par with the
Yeah, they're
with
on
each other.
par. I think
Yeah.
if you were a Blood Angels player, this would be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously, if you're a Black Templar player, you'd grab the
Right.
Black Templar one instead. Yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
This wouldn't be bad for a regular Space Marine player too. I think this would be better. Yeah, like I said, I think it's better than the Combat Patrol Space Marines.
Yeah, yeah. It's better than Combat Patrol Space Marine. And one could even make the argument that the Dark Angels could buy the Blood Angel box too.
Mhm.
Because you have the Interrogator or whatever, right? So that which
Right.
are
But I think
Psychers.
we made this connection before. The Combat Patrol Space Marines is just the half of
It is.
the 2-player box.
Right. The problem is if you had bought the 2-player box, then it was only like $80, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's worth it. This would be worth it for $80, absolutely.
Right. And if you could get the army or the Christmas box, I think it was only like 200, and it was
Yeah, that was way better. Christmas
yeah.
boxes are by far way better, right? Obviously, you should get Christmas boxes if you can. Most of them.
that was
Most of them.
Blood Angels.
That was Blood Angels. All right, right.
What do we got after that?
So here's a weird one. This is the Death Watch box.
The Death Watch box, yes.
Right. So we said the Death Watch box previously was also a B tier. Death Watch is hard to judge though because you just need Death Watch if you're gonna play Death Watch.
Right.
Like, I don't know, like this. It's Death Watch, I guess.
I'm going to judge these by your first time into it, like, and you want to start this army. I would say this is C, because they're Primaris. I just don't think the Primaris are worth it for Death Watch. I know that they're better models for
Right,
Death Watch,
right.
but you lose the other weapons, the special weapons for the
You do. You lose a lot of things
Crank
with it.
cannons. You don't have the black hands.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
get
I
the
don't think-
Terminators either.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think this is that good for
I
a Death Watch player.
I also don't know if the Primaris can ride in the Corvus, or if the Corvus is
They
locked
cannot.
to. That's what I thought.
I
I was.
don't think they can.
I
No,
don't.
think
I
they
don't
can.
think so.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Even
that,
though they fit bikes, they don't fit.
right, they don't fit Primaris. They're still biased
This
like
is,
that.
I will say, this is a pretty good boarding parties army.
So interestingly, yeah, like you can play boarding patrol with this.
Yeah.
This has the good
patrols with
stuff.
this, and it's got, yeah, you can use everything in it.
I will say this is better than the Space Marine for sure. For sure.
I will say it's better than Space Marine.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the other problem that I have is Death Watch is just not good. It's not a good army.
What is making this box cost so much?
That's the problem. It's the Death Watch sprues, the upgrade sprues, because they give you enough of the
Oh, they
fancy
give you
Death Watch
2
shoulder pads.
frames.
Yeah,
Oh.
and you're basically just that's what's the giving you the discount. It's
Dang.
not really that good of a value.
Yeah, because it's still 4 model. Oh, you got a lieutenant and apothecary.
Yeah,
It's still 4 units, but it's only 15 models. I mean, it's better than the Dark Angels. Like I would say this would be a cool army if you just started. It's a good number of models.
I would generally also not recommend someone start with this army.
No,
This is
not
not my
yeah.
recommendation.
I also think if you wanted to play Deathwatch, you shouldn't do Prime.
You shouldn't. I agree that also. I very much agree with that also.
I think they lose so much of their flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish they had, as much as this is dumb to say, I wish they had just put the old overkill models into it. Because at least that's cooler models.
I think you can buy the kill team separately.
Yeah, you can. You can buy the kill team separately. Yeah. I guess that was part of the thought, but you should. If you're gonna play Deathwatch, you should go get the kill team separately.
Oh, the overkill models.
Yeah, the overkill models.
Right.
Yeah, you should just go get those models. Right. Yeah, those are better models.
Yeah.
You'll probably have more fun playing them. They're more flavorful. I think it's a better buy. All right. Here we go. Rounding out the Space Marines, we got good old Space Wolves.
The best one.
Good old Space Wolves. So we actually had the Space Wolves. Actually, no, you're right. You're right. This was the best of
the best one.
the A tier Space Wolves.
I might knock it a little bit because it's got Reavers.
It's got Reavers. Reavers fucking suck.
I think the Reavers, though, in Space Wolves are better.
Reavers have a special unit. You can make the Hounds of Morkai. That unit sucks also.
Oh, really?
It's terrible. It's basically an anti-psyker unit.
Right.
Which is worthless because they're a melee anti-psyker unit and it doesn't do anything. And they don't care.
I still think it's a good box. I'll knock it that has Reavers.
It's got the
Invictor.
It's got the Invictor. Good. Yeah. That's the thing. If you want the Invictor also, this is the only way to get the Invictor out of a Star Collecting. Yeah.
Like this is all pretty decent.
It is. I would have pushed this. I would have let it keep its A tier if those were Assault Intercessors.
Yeah.
And that would have been very, very Space Wolfy also if it was Assault Intercessors.
I think it's a good box. I think it's a good buy. I think you could replace the Reavers pretty.
I wish they did replace the Reavers. Yeah, the Reavers gotta go. Reavers are a terrible unit. GW, I hope in 10th edition they can find a way to make those at least playable. No, they're bad. All right, that rounds out the Space Marine. Well, sort of rounds out the Space Marines. This is the best A tier army that we had, and I believe that this should still be an A tier army. It's the Grey Knights.
The Grey Knights one isn't even on here.
The Grey Knights it's the number 1 A tier.
I know, but it's not even on this list on the website.
Oh, is it not?
Oh no, it is. Okay.
Okay, fine.
I see.
Yeah. So Grey Knights. Once again, it's got everything you want because it's got one of every unit that the Grey Knights have.
Yeah.
It's got the baby carrier. It's got the 5-man that makes 4 different units. It's got the Terminators that make like 3 different units.
Right.
And it's got a Librarian, which you can convert to like all their characters. It's just a Grey Knight box.
It's pretty good. It's a good box.
It is a good box.
Grey Knights are kind of crap. But
Grey Knights are, unfortunately, Grey Knights are not the greatest. They're struggling. But if you wanted to play Grey Knights, you could definitely make way bigger mistakes than just buying a combat patrol. You could probably just buy 2 combat patrols.
Yeah, you could buy 2 of these.
Yeah, that's the thing about this also. You can just buy 2 of them, and you're good to go. Yeah. I think it's still solidly A tier. It's not S tier.
Yeah.
Is it S tier?
It's still Grey Knights. I'd say it's A tier.
Just because it's not a good army?
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. You want to do the last power armor? There's only one Imperial power armor left.
What is the last one?
And it's the greatest one. It's the greatest box that you can, if you want to play 40K and just not go wrong, it's the Custodes.
Oh, I guess we are counting. Yeah, the Custodes is the greatest box. That's the S tier box. Well, okay.
So
we put it at S tier.
It's the only S tier we gave last time around. And what it contains, as a quick refresher, is you get 10 Sisters of Silence, you get 3 Dawn Eagle jet bikes, which can be made as the character or the not character. You get 5 of the generic dudes, which can be made with sword or with the spear, and you get 1 shield captain, which I think can also be made as some other HQ that they got.
Right. I think it's like one of the few boxes where it's just like buy 2.
You can just
Like,
buy 2.
if you buy 2, there's nothing going wrong. Like you'll use everything.
You might not need all the Sisters of Silence, but honestly,
Yeah,
those
they're-
6 jet bikes make up for it. Like, let's be
Right.
fair. You want those
the
6.
sisters aren't bad. Like,
They're not
the
bad. No,
sisters
the sisters are they'll fill slots.
Yeah.
And you'll be good to go.
Like,
I
you
mean-
will use everything in this. So
You'll absolutely use everything in this. Yeah.
this is also another box that's really good to add on because you could add like the unit of the Terminator guys.
You could. Yeah, just get the Alaris Terminator dudes.
Yeah, you
Yep.
have the Alaris Terminators and
This one also comes in at more than 500 points. So
really?
that is also a nice bit too.
okay,
Yeah, because you can make the Dawn Eagle jet bike as the shield captain
Well,
on
the
Dawn Eagle
right.
jet bike, and then you're like up in like the 600 plus points, like well into
yeah,
like, past the.
it's pretty flexible. You can move some stuff out. You can change
Right.
up points.
Yeah, that is the thing about this one. Is the same with the Grey Knight because you could build the Grandmaster
The
Nemesis.
Grandmaster, right.
Yeah, like you can push this out of box past 600 or 500.
It's still a solid box.
It is very
It'll always-
solid.
It'll be a solid box.
Right. Ironically, the one box we don't own. All right. That is all the Space
All the
Marine.
Marine.
All the Marines.
Right.
We can
We're
go
gonna
through
do power
the.
armor. We got the sisters box. Come
Oh,
on.
that's right. We can keep going through the
We're gonna go
Imperials.
loyalist box.
All right.
What did we say for this one?
So we put it in the B tier, but below the Black Templars last time.
I would agree it's still B tier.
Steve Bell still B.
It's still B tier.
It's got a Rhino in it. You paid money for a Rhino.
Rhino's whatever. It's got a single mortifier or penny engine. It's got a single
penny
penny engine. It's only
Right.
got one.
It's got one, which is a little
It's
weird.
got 3 Arcos, which
That's also
okay.
weird. I think the minimum
Yeah.
squad is 3 now, but it's
I
still
think
weird.
it is 3, but it's like the Arcos and the pendant engine is kind of meh.
Yeah.
The
I guess
Um,
you will fill the Rhino in a sister's army.
yeah the
So-
the Repentions are bad.
Yeah,
Like,
the Seraphim
those
are
are-
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus like 4 plus. Oh, you get the Whippy girl too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that it comes with the is it the Canada's model, the horrible Canada's model. I don't like.
Oh, yes. It's the shittier of the 2 Canonist models. Yeah.
No, what? Does this not have a?
Is the Whippy girl the
Oh yeah,
the
it is a
HQ?
Canada. Sorry, no.
No, it's the boring Canonist, right?
Yeah, it's the boring Canada's. I just don't like that model. It's cool. It's whatever. I like the Palatine model look better. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's got Seraphim. This isn't bad. This isn't bad.
Still B.
Still B.
Like we're on the B. It's better than the Dark Angels, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Better than the Templars.
Yeah, better than Dark Angel. I mean, I'm too fond of full parties, so. I would say the Pendant Edge is pretty good. Like it's a walker.
Oh,
It
okay.
does some pretty good damage.
Oh, okay. I mean, if the penitent engine is useful,
Yeah. Pick a Dreadnought. So
yeah.
the 3 Arcos just they're throwing that in there.
I would argue that it might even be better than the Blood Angels one. Then
Also, I want to let's see. Is this I'll repeat myself. I didn't watch that last video, but is this a single pose model?
oh, you're right. Is because there's 2 boxes. The Orcs are one of them, which we'll get to in a bit. But this might be another single pose kit.
Looking at the sprue. The Seraphim are not. Nope, they are.
That's
This
right.
is all single pose. Yeah.
Yes. No. You're right. You're right. That's what we knocked it for last time.
Yeah.
These are not
This
full
is-
kits.
This is the army box. It all comes together.
That's
on the
disappointing. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
It's the army.
That's why we knocked this down last time. All right, it's getting knocked down again to B still B, but
Yeah.
toward the bottom end of the B.
I think it's cheaper. Like you couldn't buy sisters for this price.
I mean, you generally can't buy any of these armies for $150
Right.
at this price. Like, so
But the
that's
issue is the box isn't a good value because you can't make anything.
right. You can't kit them out how you want. It just
Yeah.
runs as is.
I think someone else stated that you could hack, like if you converted the models, you could do it, but like for somebody's just starting, I
Yeah,
don't think it's not that great.
yeah. All right, it's going right back to where it was last time. B,
Yeah.
but on the bottom of the B tier. All right. Let's stick with Imperials. Let's stick since we're still here in Imperial land.
I don't think we have any more power armor Imperials. No.
Not technically. Not
So
technically.
let's go with the I just saw it.
What you want? What you want?
I guess we go with the AdMech.
Admech. Okay, somehow I don't know why. I think because Admech were hot last year.
Right.
We had Admech up in the A.
I mean, it's a
Like-
good box. It's everything you want out of the box.
I guess.
It's the only possible. Okay, you can get the other HQ, but the Tech Priest, it's Vanguard slash
Right.
the other ones.
It's got the Walker. It's got the
It's got
Skitari.
yeah, got
and
an
it's got-
Oligar. It's got three
Right. Breachers. The
creatures.
Cataphrons, yeah. I think you can make them as destroyers or breachers.
Right.
Because this is a full kit. So, yeah.
It's still pretty A box, even though like they may not be that great. Like as far as
The army themselves might have gotten nerfed
Right.
into the ground, and
it's still a good box. Like these are good models.
they did get unnerfed ish,
Right.
to be seen.
This is a good base.
It is. I'm personally a little sketch on the Onager. I just don't like the way it looks.
It's an Onager. It's your big tanky model.
It is a centerpiece model. You're right. It's
It
got a
does have some
centerpiece.
pretty good weapons on it too. So
True. All right. It can retain its A spot. All right. Here we go. Other Imperial factions. There is.
did they not announce the IG one?
They did. I found the IG one, so it is not on the website. There is a preview on it. So I basically what it has is it's got 2 of the new 10-man Cadian squads. It has the 5-man command squad. It has the new Sentinel, and it's got 2 of the new super weapon platforms.
Yeah, the Philorians. Yeah,
What I will say is every model in this box is one of the new models.
the new models.
Yeah, there is no old kits out of this combat patrol.
That's fair. It's pretty good.
It is actually, I think, really good. Yeah. I do think you have to make the 2 weapon platforms as different weapons, just because GW does the thing, where they only give you one of each weapon thing.
It's-
I'm pretty sure that there is not enough parts to double up on the same weapon. With that said, not the worst thing ever. All the weapons are pretty broken. They're pretty
yeah,
powerful.
you're right. You have to make 2 separate.
Yeah. The new Sentinel is nice. It's a full kit. 2 10-man Cadians. For those who aren't aware, the Cadian rules do not allow you to take a heavy weapon in the squad. Cadians get a extra specialist weapon, I believe, is the Cadian rules. Yeah. Because you take the standard platoon can get the heavy weapon squad. The Cadians can get a extra special weapon, and the Death Corps get something else. Yeah. Catachans get an extra flamer or some lame shit that nobody cares about. But yes, that's why the Cadian squads do not have a heavy weapon in them. I'm pretty sure it's because they get the extra special weapon. So you just double plasma or double like Melta or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I think this is an A. I like it because it's all new models.
Yeah, it's all new models. It's a good basis
I
for
mean,
a new army.
yeah, like you're gonna field this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's got some cool stuff in it. It's got some cool looking models. Like, it's enough for you to feel like you got a good value.
right. The one thing I'll say is if you don't want Cadians, obviously this is not the box for you.
Right.
But I mean, if you are okay playing Cadians, then
I mean, if you didn't want Cadians, you're gonna spend a lot more money.
that's true. You could
Just buy some Krieg and replace all the dudes.
right, right. This is true, right? Like if you're not gonna
You don't really have another choice, so you're gonna spend more money.
not really. I mean, you could buy like I don't know all Necromunda models and replace all your guys with Necromunda models. I've
Right.
seen people do that.
You
If
can
you
also easily replace the heads.
that's true. You a head swap is actually pretty reasonable.
Right.
Like you could just third party the heads or 3D print the heads. Honestly, if you're a guard player, nobody gives two shits what
Right.
you've done with your guard models. If you just want them to look cool, then you do you guard players.
I mean, there's a lot you could do with the guard models to make them look whatever you want.
That's
So,
true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, guard kit. I like the guard kit. I think it's better than the admit
will-
kit.
I will bring this up that the so Tabletop Time did this kit. I think they did this exact. No, they did the army box.
Yeah, yeah,
The ordnance weapons,
yeah.
like, yeah, they could have fit them on the regular bases, but on those bigger bases, they're so scenic. Like, you have so much space.
Oh,
You
really?
could do a lot. Yeah,
Huh?
you could do so much on those bases. Like,
To
you
just
can
make them
make
look
a trench.
cool and
yeah,
like.
you can make them look cool. Like, there's so much room to decorate and
Hmm.
put stuff on the bases to make them look cool and to like customize them.
Okay.
Like, you could put shells, you could put like dead bodies. Like, there's so much you could do.
That's
They
that's
take up
actually a
more
plus.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just they give you so much more as far as modeling.
That's
goes.
actually really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? The solid A kit. I think. I mean, this one is about to come out. I think it is. This is arguably one of the better kits.
This one's better.
Yeah, and I'm just happy that they put all the new models in there. So kudos to them
Yeah.
on that.
They didn't put any old models. They're all new. I mean, they know what everybody wants the new models.
Basically, yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
combat patrol is basically the big box minus like
Right.
a couple of the units. They just took some of the units out to make it down to 500 points.
Right.
All right. I think that's all the Imperials, right? Let me just skim this real quick.
It's not. It's not.
What? What did we miss?
There's Leagues of Votan.
Ugh. Someone just cringed on our channel right there.
Technically Imperial, technically not Imperial.
This is true. This is true. Some
They have-
viewer
they
out
have
there.
the weirdest ally list or
They
something. in the-
do.
yeah.
You are right. You can ally the Leagues of Voltan. Someone just cringed on that one. I think this is Voltan right here. Yeah.
Whoa, what are you talking about? They're space dwarves.
They are space dwarves that can ally with the Imperium, but not the Tau. Probably because
Yeah.
nobody likes the Tau. Everyone's sick of the Tau.
No, the tower don't like them.
Tau don't like them. Probably.
The tower like everybody except for the dwarves. They're just like, whoa.
All right. So in this box, you get the. Okay, I don't know what all the names of the
I don't know any
Voltan
of
are.
these.
They got the melee guys with the axes and no shirts.
Berserkers or something.
Yeah, some kind of berserkers. They got 3 of the bikes, which I know are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
They got your normal 10-man dudes. And you got what's basically like a rune father in power
Right.
armor. All right. I don't play Voltan. This is
I don't
this
play
is the new
Votan
army,
either.
right?
I say this is a good box though. I'll give it an A. Like,
It looks cool.
it looks cool. I would on first look, and just looking at this, I'd say that I wouldn't want the berserkers.
Yeah,
They seem out of place.
that's fair.
I'm sure they're good,
That's fair.
but you're always gonna have one unit in a box you may or may not.
That's true. I think that's what separates the A tier boxes from the B tier boxes.
Right.
The A tier boxes, you want all the models.
Right.
The B tier boxes, one of them might get replaced at some point.
Come with the. Or no, he's part of the. Oh, it's the berserkers with the mole launcher. Oh, I didn't know the mole launcher was a part of the berserker unit. Oh, eh.
Is this box better than the Space Marine boxes?
Yes.
Oh, okay, well there you go then. All right.
This
That's-
this is a good box. Like,
All right. Well, there we go.
yeah.
There we go. Bump this right to the top of the B tier box. All right. All right.
Hitting that the berserkers kind of look weird, but whatever.
Here's a question: Was the Sisters of Battle? Oh no, Sisters of Battle wasn't because they're monopose. That's right. That's why
They're
we knocked that one.
monopose.
You're right. These are
Yeah.
full kits also.
These are full kits.
All right.
Yeah,
What the fuck
these are
was
all.
GW thinking when they did the monopose thing? Fuck them.
It's because they're trying to get rid of the ones that. And somebody mentioned this. I think it was on the like how the cheapest or like $500 2,000 point army.
Yeah, yeah.
That the sisters. Why'd you spend the money to make a mold
Right.
for single pose models?
Right. You went out of your way.
Basically got rid of with like multi-pose models.
Right. They went out of their way
Yeah.
and wasted money to give you shittier product.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's also kind of why now they don't do the monopose anymore, just because it's a waste of money.
Yeah. Like yeah. You tried to save a sprue, but you made a whole mold that we know isn't cheap.
Like
these
I
molds aren't
understand
cheap.
back in the day when it was like
Oh
you
shit.
got this 2-player box, and this 2-player box is the only way to get these models. Obliterators.
Obliterators. Yeah. Yeah.
Like these are the only way you're gonna get these models for like half a year or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, that 2-player box, those models would be great in that 2-player box. And if you just got rid of them, that's fine. And if the combat patrol was single, the multi-pose, they'd be even
Right.
better.
Yes.
But they're trying to sell those shitty models that nobody wants.
That's right. That's right. It was only worth it in the mad discount that was the
The
2-player
mad
box.
discount 2-player box, yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, there we go. There's the last of the
There you go.
quote imperial armies. All right. Let's do them Xenos. We'll save chaos for last
Okay.
because I'm gonna get some rage on in this chaos. Chaos not looking good. Just hint for people who want that spoiler. Chaos not looking good.
I'm gonna say what I think is the best one for
Okay.
last. Which
Okay,
is
okay.
Award.
How about we go with the worst one? We'll start calling out the worst ones. What are the ones that we hate?
The Dark Eldar.
Really, you don't like the Dark Eldar?
I mean, I don't know how Dark Eldars work. I guess because they are a combat patrol.
Well, here's the thing. We had the
Army?
Dark Angel at the A tier. In fact, we had it as the
Okay.
third best one previously.
I mean, yeah, because of the combat patrol, you get two. No, you only get three. You get one.
Well, you get two of the vehicles,
Ravager and a Raider. All right.
one of each. No, you get one
Oh,
of
you
each.
get incubi. And
You get 5 incubi
yeah,
and
I
10
guess
of
they're not
the
bad.
right.
I guess they're not bad.
And
I just
peop-
think.
oh, go ahead.
Okay, I guess it's a good starting box, but I just think Dark Eldar.
I mean, yeah, okay. If you're going at it from an army that's been nerfed into the ground,
Right.
Dark Eldar. 1 year ago, Dark Eldar and Admech, I think, were like top tier armies.
Yeah.
This year we're coming off of like the big struggle for Dark Eldar and Admech.
Right.
I will say though that people have commented that you can convert both of those transports into like you could get 2 transports or you can get 2 of the gunboats.
Oh, okay.
It's not made that way, but like
Right.
you can just convert it because the only difference is the 3 dark
Right.
lances that you glue onto it, and
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Incubi
Not
are
bad.
decent. Incubi are
guess it's-
decent.
Yeah. I guess it's probably stays where it's at. I don't think it got any worse or any better. The rules are kind of like,
The
the
rules
RV
are,
got
eh.
kind of worse, but
We can move it to the bottom of the A tier, but it's still A tier.
yeah,
Because I do think you'd use all those models. That's a thing.
yeah, it's true.
All right, I got one for the worst one.
Okay.
That's that fucking Necron box.
Necron box. That's what I was gonna say.
One.
I think this has got the same issue it had last year.
It does. It does.
It's got a fucking flyer in it.
It's got a fly. It's what's weird is it's still the only one with a flyer in it.
Right.
I don't know why they stuck a flyer in this one. Probably for the same reason we said last year, because they can't sell it. It's got 3 of those bikes. Probably for the same reason we said last year, you can't sell it.
It's got immortals.
You can do 10 immortals because you won't do 5 death marks.
Oh, okay.
Because the immortals and the death marks are the same kit now. So
Oh.
you can either do 5 of each, you can do 5 immortals, 5 death mark,
Yeah.
or nobody will do 10 death marks.
But
You
is
might do
this-
10 immortals.
Is this a good army for a new player?
For a new player, no. That's the thing, is it doesn't represent what a new player wants out of Necrons either. You got no warriors, you got no
Right.
destroyers, you got no wraiths, no scarab swarms, like all these iconic Necron units that they could have put
Yeah.
in there. And the worst part about it is in ninth edition was the year of the Necron refresh. You can still probably find the 2-player new player box
New player box, yeah.
and get all the Necrons you want for and have a Space Marine army that you can pawn off on a friend or sell at a local auction for like $20. Actually, no, I take that back because the new Space Marines have the assault intercessors, right? So actually, you want that to play. If you want the Necrons right now, you should just find the last of the 2-player boxes.
No, that box doesn't have assault intercessors.
Oh, is that the assault intercessors? Oh, sad.
Indominus has assault.
Oh, it's Indominus. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair. But then but this is the year of the Necron refresh line. You could just
Right.
get all the new Necron models.
I think that's the thing most people said is you can still get the old 2-player box.
Yeah.
You can get some of those old, like the commander box and all those.
Right.
Those are bad.
You should. That's where you should be grabbing your Necrons before, because those are going to rotate out. And at
Right.
some point, Necron players are going to be real sad and have to deal with the combat patrol.
Right.
But right now, there's better. And honestly, it's still C tier. it's
Yeah.
it's bad. Is it okay? Here's a hot take. Is it Death Guard bad?
No, the Death Guard is still the worst box ever created. Everyone thinks it's the worst box ever created.
So I'm gonna take a quick segue into this since we brought up the Death Guard box, because I rated the tier list S, A, B, C, and then D is for Death Guard. Right? It just says Death Guard right in it. There is a way to legally play the Death Guard box.
Okay.
Because there's 2 characters in the Death Guard box. It's
Right.
the Biologist. The Biologist now does count as a bubonic plague marine, which is 2 units. It's the 7-man unit and the Biologist, which lets you run 2 units of Poxwalkers. So you can go 20 and 10 or 15-15. This is playable now.
We got D tier for them. I'd say on a side note, C tier boarding parties.
C tier boarding party.
Yeah, you can use all these models. Actually, I think you use every single one of these models in boarding party.
Combat patrol.
Yeah.
You cannot.
The Death Guard Combat Patrol.
You cannot. I thought about that. I was
'Cause
trying
it's got 2
hard.
HQ.
Well, 1, it's got 2 HQ, but 2, you can't take 20-man units. You can only take 10-man max, and there's 30 Poxwalkers,
No,
which
the
each are
Poxwalkers, the Poxwalkers have a special.
maximum 10. They just don't have to
Oh, you
split.
just don't split.
Yes,
You can
And-
take 3 units of Poxwalkers.
but then you cannot take the another troop choice, so you cannot get the 7 Plague Marines.
Oh,
in
I
there.
thought these guys were elite.
Nope.
Oh,
The 7 Plague Marines are also troop.
oh.
It's 4 troop choices if you take it that way. I was trying hard all day to see if I could find a way to justify Death Guard not being the worst one.
I mean, you would just you'd have to replace some of these with other. What is this? Because Poxwalkers come in 15.
I don't even know. Can you buy Poxwalkers?
Poxwalkers come. You won't even tell me. 24. What?
What? Why
What?
24?
The plastic comes. Oh wait, that's 10. Sorry, 10.
So they gave you 3 packs of
They give you 3
Poxwalkers.
packs of Poxwalkers for some reason. That's not even an uneven number. They just gave you 3 packs.
They just gave you 3 packs, probably
It's
just to fill out the point value on this one. That's the worst thing about the Death Guard one, is they couldn't even fill it with like a Plague Burst crawler or
I will say this: if you want to spend a little more money than this, you could probably get some of the Terminators and make this a pretty decent
yeah,
boarding patrol.
dude. If you put in Blight Lords, or if you put in the Death Shroud because you got Typhus in here,
Right.
this box would be way. Yes, you'd have less models, but they'd be such cooler models.
Like I think for 40K, this is a bad box. I think this is a workable box for boarding patrol. I think you could work around this.
Could.
Yes, it's going to cost you more. It's going to cost you more money. You're going to have to put a little more money to get other models.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good base, and you're not going to paint 30 Poxwalkers.
I mean, yeah.
30 Poxwalkers.
You could play this. You could take Typhus as your commander,
I
drop
still-
in
I
like
still
10
get it,
Blight
yeah.
Lords.
I still get a possible C for boarding patrol.
C for boarding patrol. You can
Yeah,
play it in boarding
possible.
patrol.
Possible. It's a good start if you're gonna play boarding patrol.
Is your
Ding.
opponent going to hate you for taking 30 Poxwalkers and just flooding the board with
Hey!
Poxwalkers?
I think either not tabletop side, someone else did this kind of list.
Oh,
They
really?
took Poxwalkers,
I wanna go
They
look
took
up that
Typhus and a bunch of Poxwalkers.
I want to look that up later, actually.
I think, yeah, because I mean, well, if your opponent is taking 2 units of Terminators, you might as well just throw up 30 Poxwalkers in your
That's
face.
true.
Well, or as many Poxwalkers as you can, like, because the Poxwalkers take objectives they can, right? They're not
They're
not
true.
anything.
And
yeah.
Troop can technically do the secure objective action. Yeah, I don't
Like
think
I
there's any.
said, I think this is a strong case for boarding patrol.
Okay.
You're gonna need more models, but
Fair. That's fair.
or yeah, you're gonna need more models either way. Or you can play under. You can even play under. You could drop 10 Poxwalkers.
For what? Yeah, I think that's what, 50 points. Who cares?
Yeah,
It's
and
true.
then play under and get the underdog advantage.
You could actually get the underdog advantage on
You
that
get
one.
the underdog
That's
advantage on
actually a valid play on this Death Guard box.
this. So I think this is a valid. This is the only time I think this is a valid. This would be valid for boarding patrol.
All right. Is it enough for us to pull Death Guard out of the D
It's
tier?
still D.
Oh, I see. It's still
Only
D
in
for Death Guard.
parentheses. C.
C
Boarding
for
patrol?
boarding patrol.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Maybe P. Maybe P.
fair. I mean,
I would have to test it.
it is one of the combat patrol boxes that like does not have like a big expensive model
Right.
eating up a shit ton of points.
Right.
Yeah. So that's pretty fair actually. It's I mean other than the Custodes one, but the Custodes is the greatest box apparently that GW's ever created, so fair. Fair.
I mean,
I don't know, is it better than the Necron box though?
yes.
Is the Necron box down in Death Guard tier?
Okay. Wait. Are we talking about like?
Overall, both. Just as a new player, would you rather have 30 Poxwalkers because you technically can field them, thanks to some like keyword changes?
Changing the army and being able to let you allow to play it.
You can
I
play
think
it.
it's good. I think they just look cooler, so I'll give them the benefit because they look cooler than Necrons.
Oh, okay. All right. Is Necrons worse than Death Guard? Is that what we're officially going with? The croissant and the three crappy bikes.
If I had the choice between the two,
Yeah, if you had to pick between the two,
I would take the Death Guard.
I would also. That's the thing is, I would also. You're not
Yeah.
wrong. I would also
would
take the Death Guard box.
I
Right.
think a lot of people would rather take the Death Guard.
Yeah. And I think if any new player was at a hobby shop and had the two boxes in their hand and a 40k player walked by, I think every 40k player would slap the Necron box out of the person's hand and just tell them to play Death Guard and like recommend that they might pick up, maybe some Terminators.
Hard decision, but
It's tough. It's tough, but
it's tough. It's
Right.
tough.
I feel it's the responsible 40k player thing to do to slap
I will
that.
say this is still a horrible box for a new player for 40k, or even trying to make a bigger army.
Yeah.
I think it's a horrible start for a bigger army. Like I said, I don't think it's too bad for a boarding patrol.
No. I mean, the 7 Plague Marines are a weird number, but it's 7 is the Death Guard thing, so.
Right.
All right.
You still don't have to split. No, you have to. Do you have to split them?
No, because you don't have 10.
Oh yeah, it's only if you have 10, right?
Yep. Yeah, 10
Yeah.
splits. So 7, you're good. Just run them to 7. All right. Here we go. We're back to the Xenos. We got distracted. We got.
Wait,
All
let's
right.
look. Tau.
Tau. All right, there's the Tau. Okay.
Yeah.
Previously, we had Tau pretty far to the bottom. Barely beating out Death Guard.
Wow.
It's got the Ghost Keel It's got 3 stealth suits. It's got a whatever the fish head commander is, not the good battle
Ethereal.
suit, the ethereal, and it's got 10 generic dudes. I looked. I looked at a lot of recent tournament reports. Anytime a Tau won, any list that could have possibly taken the Ghost Keel or stealth suits to validate this box. I couldn't find one. Not a single list that has ever made top 5 in the last 4 months has taken a Ghost Keel or stealth suits.
I say the ethereal is good.
You can play the ethereal. The ethereal has a place now. Yeah, that's for
I
sure.
think they should have gotten rid of the ghost keel and the self suits and put a battle suit in there.
Yeah. A battle. I mean, yeah.
Even just one unit of battle suits.
Yeah. Any of them. Broadside,
Yeah.
Crisis, Cold Star.
Oh, it's got a shaper. Or not a shaper, sorry. Cadre Fireblade.
The Fireblade, yeah.
It's not bad. I still think it's a C.
It is still a C. Is
Still-
it better than the crappy Space Marine box?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I think
Oh.
it's still better than the
Man, that
Crappy
Space Marine box has fallen far in our opinion. Is it better than Death
I mean,
Watch?
I will say the Ghost Keel is usable. Yeah, it's not that great in the tournament, but it's usable. If
Yeah.
you were to use it against any of these other combat patrols, it's pretty like good.
You know what? That's fair. If you fought Combat Patrol on Combat
Yeah.
Patrol, the Ghost Keel, like, yeah. Like, obviously
It's got a
there's
big
better
gun.
choices, but the Ghost Keel still play. You could play it.
I mean, man, this versus the Dark Angels, I don't know. Like, that'd be a hard one. That'd be an interesting one to test. The Dark Angels,
The 10-man Dark Angels
yeah,
versus the Tau.
the Tau, either one would win because the Dark Angel comes with the Redemptor, right? You said that because, yeah,
It does have a Redemptor. It's got a legit ass Redemptor in it.
I think that's a good matchup.
And it's got the chaplain who's chanting all the praises of to that Redemptor.
It would be an interesting thing, but I still think it's this. I think it's
I mean, it's true. The Dark Angels, you'd only have to kill like 8 models for like half the units to be gone.
I'll tell you, looking at this as a weeb Tau player,
Okay.
you're not gonna want any of this. Well, you might want the Ghost Keel. The
Ghost
Ghost Keel
Keel?
looks cool.
The Ghost Keel
and
does
you're
look
gonna
cool.
want that, right? But
The
you're not
Ghost
gonna
Keel is
want the
disappointing because it
the-
looks cooler than it is.
dumb ethereal guy.
Yeah, you don't
he's-
want the Ethereal.
Even as cool as he is, because he's actually got some really good rules.
He's got good play. Yeah, for
He's
sure.
selfish.
All the lists do take an Ethereal these days. Yeah,
Right,
like it's good.
Like, Fireblade, whatever. Use a Fireblade. Like nobody wants the Fire Warriors.
I mean,
want battle suits.
you previously took them because you needed troops, but you don't need troops anymore. Like,
the battle suits are elite.
yeah, but well, now Josh finally has his dream. He's gonna take 3 minimum size, tiny little drone units as his core. His dream is real. I better see this army. I'm calling Josh out right now on this one. He's been touting the desire.
The drones. I don't think they sell the drones separate.
You have to 3D print these things. Nobody will know the difference. They're like fucking little frisbees.
Oh no, they do.
Oh, do they?
Wait,
Are they Forge World only?
tactical drones. They are $16 for 2.
You gotta be kidding me. They're $8 a drone.
$8 a drone.
That's the worst thing ever. That's some
one shield drone, one marker drone. What? You have the option to assemble any of the two. Any of the two following. Okay, so they make every kind of drone, but you only get 2.
2. You get 2 drones. $8 a drone. That's more than a Space Marine.
Yeah,
That is the
Drones are
worst
but you get
ever.
them for free with models.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I hate you, Tau. This is why we don't have a Tau army in the house. It's 'cause
I have a tower.
a GW Tau army.
Oh, I still have a GW tower.
Oh, you do?
No,
Maybe not for long
The
after the next auction.
the next auction. Right?
Hint, people, if you're looking for Tau, we might be putting one up on
Only
for
because I
auction.
forgot to bring it last time.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh shit.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, okay. We got a few more Xenos. We got a few more
one,
Xenos. All right,
the
so we're working our way
Eldar.
up to the best one. So what's
The
not the
Eldar.
best
Look at
ones?
this Eldar. I like this Eldar box.
Yeah, I like the Eldar box
It's
too.
a reasonably good Eldar box. What
It
do we
is.
have it at?
So previously the Eldar box was not released. So this is our first
Oh.
time reviewing the Eldar box. We can make some chats
Oh.
about the Eldar box. Like, I
As
mean,
a-
you're an Eldar player primarily. So like,
As
what
an
is your thoughts on
Iyanden
this?
player, this is like a C.
I mean, obviously, Iyanden doesn't. Honestly, as a Uthway player, like this is also a C. Like, because I play
Really?
Uthway. Yeah, I don't take jet bikes, and I don't take the Wraithlord in
I
Uthway.
think the bikes would be good for you.
I mean, if I replaced them with like Farseer or like Warlocks on bike, but that's a whole different like
No,
kit.
but that's a different kit.
Yeah,
No, I think the jet bikes would be good. Like they're decent. They put a lot of firepower out.
yeah, yeah.
Like they're good models. I think this is a good starter. I don't like Guardians because I'm an Iyanden. I mean, I only play Wraith Guard, so I
Right,
don't know
right.
how Guardians are. Like,
I mean, you could watch the battle report that I put up earlier today. That is online right now on the
Okay.
same channel that you're watching.
what's
To
the-
watch how the
what's-
Guardians
oh, no,
did.
you're gonna see. It's already on it up. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Without saying any spoilers,
I mean, I just did.
some chaos got into close combat with those Guardians, and the game promptly ended.
The Guardians, I don't think are good for boarding patrol.
Yeah,
Too
they're not. The problem.
They're good for moving around the back table and like shooting their shuriken catapults.
Yeah, yeah. So the problem is right. It's exactly what you say it is. They can move and shoot, so they have good range. But in a boarding patrol, you have no range.
Well,
And
you have very little range and very little maneuverability because you
Right.
got doors and stuff in your way.
and so 10 mans or even to 5 mans basically block each other's lines of fire for the most part. And that was
40K?
40K.
What do we have this at? I'm sorry.
Well,
no,
we didn't
this-
have it. This is our first
have
time
it.
reviewing it, right? So we can kind of give our thoughts on it.
I give it a B.
Yeah,
Let me give it a B.
better than Voltan or worse than Voltan?
I can't say because I don't know how the Votan is.
As a new player,
I-
let's say as a new player, if you were looking at
As
the
an
Voltan
Eldar
box,
player, I wouldn't. I think this is good value. I mean, I also think it's good value because there's 2 units of jet bikes and they cost a lot of money.
it is 2
Uh,
units of jet bikes. You're right.
Yeah.
Those jet bikes are not cheap.
I think those jet
that's
bikes
fair.
will do most of the heavy lifting in this box.
That's fair, actually. You know what? I forgot that there's 2 units of jet bikes.
There's 2 units of jet bikes.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was 1 unit of 5, but it's 2 units of 3.
No,
It's 6
2
jet
units,
bikes.
6 jet bikes.
That's actually pretty good. You're right. You're right.
like-
No, you're right. You're right.
You put like not star cannons,
Shuriken cannons.
scatter lasers on
Oh,
them,
scatter lasers. Yeah.
or
yeah.
even shuriken cannons. Like you get a lot of firepower.
You're right.
And the
No.
Wraith Lord's great.
I mean, yeah, you can't really go wrong with a Wraith Lord.
And it's got a Farseer.
It
It's
does.
not like you have any other options.
I will say the other thing about this combat patrol, because it's got a weapon platform, you'll get double weapons. So
Oh,
you
you're
can
right.
double weapon on the Wraith Lord,
Right.
which is important because normally you can't, but you can
Yeah.
again in this box. So no, you're right. You're right. You know what? I
It's a B.
acknowledge you. It's a solid B. I would say that this is probably better than the Voltan, but just by barely. Just barely.
It's great.
All right. We got 2 Xenos left.
Ooh.
Well, technically 3 Xenos left. 3 Xenos.
The third one. Oh, wait.
It's got we'll do them in this order. First one
is
up.
Not mine. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we do.
Right.
we have the one that I think comes with 30 models.
Yeah, right. We'll do the first
Do we
one.
do that one? Or are we gonna
Yeah. Well, the one that comes with a shit ton of models, or the one that comes with
I
like
think this one that comes with 30 models is a horrible outfit.
you're talking about the Gene Stealer cult one, right?
No, I'm talking about the Tyranids.
The Tyranids? No, the Tyranids come with 40 models. First of all,
I know, but it's it's 36
it's 36
Termagants.
Termagants, which I'm not gonna lie, Termagants are the shittiest ones.
Yeah.
It's better now because they removed Armor of Contempt. But before, when Armor of Contempt was a thing, this was the stupidest box.
I understand that
it's
like
still
if you're
dumb.
gonna play if you're gonna play Tyranids, you know you're gonna paint a lot of models, but if I'm a new player and I looked at this box, I'd put this down. As
I-
much as
That's the thing. It doesn't look cool.
It doesn't look cool.
No.
Even this picture doesn't look cool.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And here's the problem with it too. Let's say that you're a StarCraft player and you love Zerg. This is not even the right little guys to pretend that you're playing Zerg Rush. It's not the pointy
Yeah.
ones. The pointy hands are the better ones anyway. These are the shooty ones.
Does it make both of them?
No, it doesn't. There's two separate kits. You cannot convert them. In case you're about to ask. I've looked it up. I was like, can I buy this and convert them to Hormagaunts? You cannot. They're two different models completely.
This Hive Tyrant doesn't come with wings.
It does come with wings.
Oh,
I
it
checked
does
that.
come with-
You can build the winged version. You can also build Swarmlord.
Okay.
So Swarmlord is a plus. Obviously, you want the Flyrant. The warriors come with all the warrior options. They're just three warriors.
Don't show that it has the wings.
It's on there. It's in the box. If you read the box description, yeah, I had to look it up because I couldn't see them as true. The box description specifies that they can be fielded as the winged version and the Swarmlord version. So yeah, it's all there.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. It looks
It's pretty crappy.
crap. It looks like crap, and I think Tyrannus players think it's crap also.
Yeah.
I wish it just replaced it with anything like some Raveners,
Mm.
uh,
More warriors.
more warriors, maybe like Hive Guard.
Right.
I don't know, anything. Like, even the old one had a Moloch. Like,
Right. Yeah.
right.
One Carnifex or something.
One Carnifex even. Yeah, one Carnifex would have been perfect. That would have been fantastic.
Now, rumors going, this could get replaced.
Okay, yeah. So let's take a quick pause here because this video is potentially for new players. Do not buy this box because the big rumor is 10th edition. It's a range refresh for Tyranids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, just like with the Necrons, if you want to play Tyranids, just wait 6 months. If you've waited this long, you can wait another 6 months. Play a different army while you're waiting. Play fucking
that's good.
Custodes. Just grab Custodes for
Just
6
grab
months. You won't go wrong. Trust me. You'll love the Custodes. You might not even care about Tyranids. But Tyranids,
Yeah.
Tyranids will be potentially getting a complete range refresh in 10th edition. You're going to get all new sick models at a mad discount. I'm probably going to pick it up just because I like Tyranids. I might be down for the new models. So that's that. So we don't really need to rate this box particularly high.
Yeah.
And in fact, they might even get a new combat patrol once they get new models too. Like,
I think it's a C.
it's
Right.
definitely C. It's probably the worst of the Cs. It's playable. It's not like Death Guard and Necrons. You're not gonna actually regret your life by having bought this. It's not combat patrol. You can't boarding patrol. I mean, you can't boarding patrol this. You can't take the tyrant. No monstrous creatures. You can take the warriors though.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
can't take the warriors.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Also, I don't know why you're that asshole taking 30 shooting guns in
Yeah.
boarding patrol.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this worse than Death Guard?
No.
No, it's not that bad. All right, that's fair. That's true. You do at least get Swarmlord. I love Swarmlord. Swarmlord and some warriors.
Good warriors.
That's true.
Those are pretty solid.
Or Flyrant and warriors. You're right. Flyrant and warriors. You're already halfway there. All right. Let's go to the one I was thinking you're shitting on. That's the Orc one. Because this is the other one
Okay.
that comes with monopose models.
Yes, this is the other half of this is the Orc Army
Right.
box.
And the problem is it's 10 Shooter Boys, 10 Chopper Boys.
What do we rate this at?
So this one was also not out
Oh.
when.
Oh yeah,
when
you're
we
right.
did this
That was
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does come with 3 of the
You get 3 Coptas.
3 of the Blackreach copters.
It does. Those Coptas are the best Coptas ever.
They're like the
too.
same models, right? They're the same
They are
models?
the. I mean, like the sword, more or less. They're basically the same models. I can't tell the difference.
Right.
I love them Coptas. Don't get me wrong. Also,
They're
I
pretty
played
good.
with Coptas. Coptas are super fun to play with.
It was like this is still
I feel like you also
Yeah.
can't go wrong with the Death Dread. I don't know. I love the Death Dread. It's a stupid model. It's old, but it's still great. I just love the Death Dread.
someone mentioned that you can convert these orcs.
You like an experienced player could probably convert it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you just clip the choppers off and give them sluggers, or vice versa. You could probably find an orc player. He's probably got enough bits to give you like all the choppers or sluggers that you want.
Oh yeah, their arms are built. Yeah, you could clip the arms. Like you could.
Yeah, you'd have to find an orc player and have him donate some arms, which he does. He can. Your local orc player has the bits. He'll give you the bits. Like, trust me. There's some orc player out there who's just gonna hand you like 10 arms or more.
I want to say this is a B. I kind of want to say
Whoa.
it's a C.
B?
Like I'm on the fence between B and C.
Well, let's ask this. Is it better than the Tau?
Ooh. I think it's better in the Tau.
All right. Is it better than the Sisters?
See the oh yeah, they're both monopose, aren't
They're
they?
both monopoles. All right.
Mm.
We did
I think
give
the thing
Sisters a
is-
B.
Okay, I think the thing is the sisters have more options.
Yeah,
The orcs don't really have options.
it's true.
So
Yeah.
it's them being monopose is not bad, but they're also like inner. There's Shudas mixed in with the Choppa boys.
Right. Yeah,
Is
it's
it
a
half
mix.
and half?
It's,
that what
it is half and half. Yeah, yeah.
Oh. That is kind of bad.
Right. That's right. That's pretty much what everyone said about this orc box. I remember when it
Right.
came out. Is if these were just normal orcs and you could choose choppas or sluggas, it would be a really great box.
Oh, it's 10 Choppas and 10
10 choppas,
Slugga?
10
Sudas. Sorry,
shooter,
Shudas
yeah.
and-
10 shooter,
Eh.
10 choppa slugga.
Right.
Yeah,
It'd
Like,
be
if you-
better if they weren't monopose.
yeah. If you could choose, I would definitely give this like way high up on the B tier.
Right.
But you can't choose. So
Oh,
does
it is 2 units. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So how far does it knock that down?
I'd say it's a C.
It doesn't quite
I
make it
would-
up there.
Yeah, I would say it's a C.
Fair.
Does come with the new war boss, which is pretty good. The
The
Mega
new war boss is nice. Yeah.
or the Mega Boss.
Right.
Right. Dread. Yeah. Choppas.
Choppas. Copta. Love Coptas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially since now that you can buy Coptas separately.
Right.
You know. Yeah. Fair. All right. Last Xenos army. This is your army.
I don't remember
Uh,
when I rated this before. I know I talked some crap about it. I watched it. And
Okay.
so
So-
if somebody, thank you, person in the comment who put the rules for Crossfire in there. Like it wasn't that difficult to understand, but that's a joke.
All right.
Please go see Winter's video.
Do you want me to tell you what you rated it last time, or do you want to give
Yeah.
it a rating first?
I want to know what I rated it last time.
So it is at the bottom of A tier.
That's about what I rated.
Still A tier? At the bottom?
I would still rate it at that.
Alright.
There are issues. There are things I would change, but then it's still pretty decent.
Yeah.
Fortunately, on the Rock Grinder, you could. That's a good chunk of your plate. So even getting rid of that, you'd be so under for a porting party.
Right. If you converted it to the vehicle, the transport one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can't even use it.
Oh, yeah,
Can't
right.
use it in
Vehicle.
boarding
Right.
party,
Yes. You can't
right.
use it boarding party.
In,
You can't
in
use the
regular
rest of it.
40K, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of good models in it. You got 5 of the acolytes you can just turn into some flavors. It's got 10 neophytes. They're a decent squad.
They're a little fillery.
Yeah, they got good stuff.
Okay.
Their bodies, they've got special weapons.
True.
The trappers,
Right.
trigger me because of Dark Tide.
It looks like
the
there's
aberrants-
5 aberrants. Yeah.
Yeah, aberrants are aberrants. They're actually a lot better. And
I would
think
say aberrants
mentioned
are
this
good
before.
in boarding patrol. So if
Yes,
if you
yeah,
want them for boarding patrol, aberrants are definitely going to be a thing.
Yeah. This isn't a bad box if you want to spend more again. Replace the Rock Rider.
Yeah, if you want
Wouldn't be
boarding
hard.
patrol, you
You
could
could-
probably also just find some dude to give you some gene stealers.
Yeah,
And-
or you could just buy the like you could buy some HQ because you can use 3 HQ.
That's
so
true.
buy-
You could use triple HQ and
Chain-
gene stealer.
You could just buy a Patriarch, I think, for the same price.
That's true.
Not for the same price, but for the same amount of points.
Yeah.
You could
That-
just buy a
That's
Patriarch.
probably true. You probably want that anyway as you're
Yeah.
building out your GSC.
This is a good box. I still like this box.
Yeah,
I am fond of Gene Stealer Colt.
you are fond of
I would
G-Steel Cult.
probably, I would just buy this box. Even with my Gene Stealer Colt army, I would buy this box.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
this is a
solid.
good, yeah.
That's solid.
Wait,
Then.
let's look at that. These are multi-pose
It's a full
neophytes.
kit. Yeah, these are
Oh,
full
it's a full
kits.
kit.
There's
Yeah,
there's
this is even
only
better.
two kits that they screw you over on
Right.
as not full kits, which is I don't know
Because
why.
I don't even have. Well, I mean, I have the maximum number of Rock Riders and Goliath trucks I could field.
Good
So
job. Good job.
maybe I wouldn't. But
if you could,
you got
theoretically.
it's everything you would need.
Yeah.
You get everything you need. I'd want more acolytes, but whatever.
Fair, fair. Those are also full kits of the aberrants too.
Right. Well, they're all right. Oh, they're the new kids.
Mm-hmm. It is the actual kits of the aberrants.
Wow.
It's not the like monopult ones you get in the old box.
That's because a lot of mine I got from the Overkill box.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think I have 2 of the Gene Stealer Colt, half of the Overkill box.
Nice.
Yeah. Gene Stealer Colt. Gene Stealer Colt's still fun.
All right, all right.
I don't know
Okay.
what the Battle Watch is, but whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not about. There's channels that probably have already explained the Metal Watch better than us. All right, we're into chaos. We're into chaos. We already did Death Guard. That's because there's a whole category named Death Guard, so we have to reference that.
Let's just do the generic. Let's do CSM.
Okay.
CSM
So
box.
the CSM, it's not. Okay, so here's the thing. It's no longer just the other half of the 2-player box anymore. They got a new box.
Right.
It's got a
Got the
Hellbrute,
new, yeah, it's got the Hellbrute.
which sucks. I
Got
hate
the
Hellbrute.
new Marines though. The new
It
CSM.
does have the new kit of the new Marines. Yes.
Has all the options.
Yes. It's got all the options. It's got the rotocannon. You're gonna feel the
Mhm.
rotocannon.
It's got
What else is in here?
a Dark Apostle.
Ah. I personally feel the Dark Apostle in my word bearers list flavor. It's not bad.
Got 5 Havocs.
It does have 5 Havocs.
Oh.
It does not have enough weapons for you to field all rotocannons in the 5 Havoc squad.
Right.
A little bit annoying. I guess technically because you get 2 rotocannons in the Havoc and you get 1 more in the 10-man squad.
Right.
So you could
You're
triple
just short
rotocannon.
one.
You're close. You're
You're
close.
just short one.
You're short 1.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say it's a B tier.
B?
I don't know how the Dark Apostle plays.
It plays like it's your chaplain.
Mm.
It's basically the chaplain, right? Like he prays to the gods and he makes some shit happen.
I think the Havocs don't seem too bad. The Hellbrute is kind of meh.
The Hellbrute is meh. I like it better than all the Space Marines. I'll say I like it
Yeah,
better than
I
Space
agree with
Marines.
that.
Eldar or Voltan though? Is it better than the Eldar? I don't think it's better than the Eldar or the
I don't think it's
Voltan.
better than the Elder.
Yeah,
It could be better.
it could be. Maybe if that Hellbrute wasn't in there. It's mainly
Maybe
that Hellbrute.
Up the Hellbrute, the Dark Apostle with something else.
And yeah, if you replace the Dark Apostle
Yeah.
too. Yeah. There's better. Like if you had replaced the Hellbrute with like 2 Obliterators, and then you
Well,
replace that
can't do
Dark
that 'cause-
Apostle.
Obliterators are impossible to get.
That's true. Maybe if they just release the Obliterator kit, that could be a thing. No, that's not
This
a
could
thing.
be a Warpsmith. It
A
could
Warpsmith
be
would have been nice. The new
Yeah.
Warpsmith that was in the 2-player
Yeah.
box would have been really nice to stick in here.
a
Absolutely.
Warpsmith, and I think if you did one of the Demon Edges, it'd be too much. It'd be
Yeah, or you could have put the Demon Engine in there and like
got rid of
left the
Havocs.
Dark Apostle. Maybe drop the Havocs too. Yeah, like there's options that they could have had. You know, the Warpsmith. They could have just
Yeah.
made this an Iron Warrior box. Let's be honest, that's what Iron Warrior players want. You could have given the demon like a Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend kit. In fact, whatever the 2-player box that like was basically the Iron Warriors, they
Right.
should have just had that as the combat patrol. That's what should have been.
I think it's a pretty solid B, though.
It
I
is
think
solid
it's better
B.
than all the Space Marines.
It's better than all the Space Marines. Not as good as Voltan and Eldar though.
No.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, here we go. Here we go. I got words for this box. This box, I would say, is incrementally better than the Death Guard.
Mm.
But I honestly think it's worse than the Tyranid box. I fucking hate Zangors.
Yeah.
I've got 40 Zangors because they give you Zangors for everything, and I field none of them.
Yeah, I think everyone's opinion is like no one wants the Zangors.
The other problem is you don't get Rubric Marines in a
Right.
Thousand Suns box. How are you not gonna get Rubric Marines in a Thousand Suns box?
This is boarding patrol playable.
It is boarding patrol playable. You can play it, which if you guys wait a couple of weeks, you will see me play my Thousand Suns in boarding patrol. I will just let you know my boarding patrol list is an Exalted Sorcerer, not the crappy character one. 5 Terminators, 5 Rubric Marines, 5 Zangors. And that's 500 points and way better than 20 crappy Zangors. Because I'll let you know the 20 Zangors grabbed an objective and then got shot off the table. That's what they do. That's it. You don't need 20 Zangors. I know GW put this in there because they're just trying to get rid of Zangors. Because you
Yeah.
can sell Rubric Marines and Terminators. You can't sell Zangors.
Yeah. I think this is one of the because I think we talked about the Stark collecting was better.
The Stark collecting, well, the one that had Armon in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because at least you got Armon out of that.
And I think it came with rubric.
And it
still
did
came
come with
Zangors,
rubrics.
but yeah.
Right, but you at least got rubrics out of it.
Right. But it didn't
A
come with
10-man,
the
in fact, I
rubric.
think. I'm pretty sure it was a 10-man rubric squad.
Yeah, I think it's 10-man rubric.
Right.
I think this is one of the ones where if you bought this plus the other one, I mean, you'd have a shitload of Zangors. But
You would. That you wouldn't field.
right.
Because no one fields it. No.
Yeah.
It's better than the Death Guard one because those 5 Terminators are super good. They are
Yeah.
really good. But yeah, you don't need 20 Zangors. It's better than 30 Poxwalkers, though. I'll give that.
Better than 30 Smokers. We should put the Death Guard Combat Patrol versus the Thousand Suns Combat Patrol.
Wow, that would just be the
40
worst
action.
box ever. that'd be
Like,
the
40
worst game ever. Like people would just be like, no one's watching this.
We
Just watch us
slam
smash
20 Zangors with 30 like
30 Poxwalkers. And then the Marines are standing behind them, not able to shoot because there's just walls of bodies in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a fantastic game.
All right.
All right,
We're gonna
all
go
right.
the last. Well, not the last, but
No,
the
there's
last.
two.
So
There's two left. There's two left.
There's
So recently released is the new Demon Box.
Oh, is there a new one?
There is a brand new Demon Box. Okay, this one is super weird. I'm gonna rate this as a 40k box, and you'll see why in a second. The Demon Box consists of a Khorne Herald, 20 Blood Letters, 10 Khorne Dogs, 3 Blood Crushers. That's the Juggernaut, the demons riding Juggernauts.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
This is
you
the
get
one.
2 units of 5 Khorne Dogs. Khorne Dogs are great in Age of Sigmar. You get 2 units of 10 Blood Letters, which are fine in Age of Sigmar. You get 3 Blood Crushers, which are great in Age of Sigmar. And
But-
you get an HQ, which you need.
Isn't demons super powerful right now though?
So that's a half true statement. I looked into this. Tzeentch is super
Right.
powerful.
Certain part of demons. is-
A very specific part of the demons is super powerful. Tzeentch, super powerful. Nurgle has its place.
I don't
Slanesh,
know. Like,
all right.
I don't know why this isn't just combat patrol core demons.
It is combat patrol Khorne demons. The
Right.
problem is Khorne demons are the only demons that are unplayable because it's a shooting game, and Khorne doesn't have armor saves anymore. You just have your 5-up special demon save, which ain't shit.
Can you buy this to use your TIFE points?
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. So there is a catch to this, right? And that is Codex World Eater is about to get basically the KDK, the Khorne Demonkin alternate list. And this is good for the Khorne Demonkin list because you're right. You take minimum size demon squads to die, rack up blood tithe points, so that you can resurrect Angron repeatedly and give all the buffs to like the 8 bound and stuff like that. So this has a
Yeah.
place.
It does have a place.
And honestly, like if I didn't already own shit tons of Corn Demons, like I would buy this 4 by Age of Sigmar army. This is actually a really
Right.
solid Age of Sigmar, because Corn Dogs are like fantastic in Age of
I
Sigmar.
think the thing is like if you're gonna play demons, I don't know if this is what you'd want.
This is not. That's the thing. If you had 40k Codex Demons, this is the last. These are the last models that you want. You don't want any.
I mean,
of this.
optimally, I think these aren't the best performing, but they're kind of cool. They're corn. Who doesn't like corn?
40k players. 40k players don't like Corn. 40k players really like Zinch. Not for long because they are about to nerf it, but currently they really like Zinch. They might still like Zinch. Like that army is apparently ridiculous. Because when you roll d6 plus 3 automatic hits, strength 5 automatic hits on flying flamers, it seems a little good. Like I don't know why GW thought that was fine.
Yeah,
They're just like 5d6 plus 15 automatic hits, strength 5, AP minus 2. They're like, is that fair? And they're like, yes. But yeah, Combat Patrol Corn Demons. As a 40k player, you cannot play this. This is
yeah. I think it's a C.
It is definitely a C.
I don't think it's worse than the Death Guard.
It's not worth in the Death Guard.
I think you could play this. You just would be very unhappy.
You here's the thing though. I feel like you could play this in Boarding Patrol
You could play this in Bargain Patrol
because you
Oh, no,
got
can't
20 Bloodletter. No, you can.
take the cavalry.
Oh, you dropped the Cavalry. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what
It's
you
not bad.
what you replace it in.
Not bad. Right.
Yeah.
Not-
You'd have to replace the Cavalry.
Right.
But yes, like Corn Dogs, just buy it for Age of Sigmar.
Just buy it for
If
ages.
you're that player who plays demons because you want to play 2 games, you can buy this because you can play this in Age of Sigmar.
Their Age of Sigmar box for demons.
I'm gonna let you know it's not nearly as good as this box. It's not this good. This box is way better for Age of Sigmar. Like I would buy the shit out of this.
Blades of Corn? No, just no, they are Blades of Corn.
Yeah, there's Blades
Oh,
of
yeah.
Corn.
It's because they're not separate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this box is way better.
It's literally the Combat Patrol Chaos Demons is literally listed in the Age of Sigmar.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
good.
listed
That explains that.
in the Age of Sigmar.
You know what? It's way better there. It's way better. We're gonna one of these days we're gonna do
I think it's technically a double box. It can be used for both.
yeah, very clearly, yes.
Right.
Which actually makes sense why there's not a mixed demons in it then.
Right.
Because you're right. Because in Age of Sigmar, you can't mix your demons. The books
Yeah.
are by gods.
Right, they're separate. So I mean, that's GW wanting to be able to sell it to both sides.
Right. I don't know what 40k player is going to buy this one though. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see with the rebalance patch. It might get better,
And-
but as of right now, it's visually cool. I will say it's less playable than the Thousand Suns. For now,
Yeah,
just because there's no shooting at all. At least the Thousand Suns have the Terminator and the Psyker.
right.
At least the Tyranids have a flying tyrant, probably with like double devour.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do with Combat Patrol Corn Demons? You gonna run at somebody? Like I'm pretty sure all these armies could table this thing, except maybe the Death Guard one.
You lose against the Grey Knights? Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if they made those as silencers,
Yeah.
and then it's got the 5 Terminators. Those 5 Terminators would decimate these demons.
Is it the last of the
No, there's one more. There's
Still
one
one more?
more. Coming soon. Coming soon is Combat Patrol World Eaters. So,
oh,
they leaked the Combat Patrol World Eaters. It consists of the brand new Lord on the Juggernaut, which does make the character. They confirmed that. 2 10-mans of the brand new Berserkers. A 1 10-man of the new Jackals. I really like this box.
I had words on this box. I don't know what it was. I think it's because it's good. Like
It's
they
all
give
new
you the new
models.
berserkers, right?
It's 2 units. Yeah, it's 2 units of the new berserkers. Like I don't know why no one can be mad at that. You get the character model, and he also makes the not character version.
Right.
And you only
They're
get
pretty
10 of
good
the
models,
jackals. Like it's not
right? It's not
30
30, yeah,
Poxwalkers or 20 Zangors. They
right,
finally got the number correct. It's 10. And I mean, we knew they weren't going to put the 8-bound in there.
right. They don't
Let's
have
be
the
honest.
8-bound in there, but that's whatever.
Right. But everybody knew the 8-bound wasn't going to be in there. Let's be honest. Like, they were going to give you one of each of the new. If it had one of
Uh,
each of the new model units, I'd have
right.
been like, this is the greatest. Like, you should just buy this box.
Is this the list where we're like you can't play this army in boarding patrol because they don't have a not mounted?
Yeah, you can't
They don't have an
take the
HP you
Lord.
can't take. Yeah,
Right. You'd have to go buy Karn, basically.
right. You can only take Karn.
Although you can take the Executioner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, maybe you could like convert the dude off his Juggernaut mount.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could probably work something.
Not a bad box.
I don't think it's a bad box at all. If I wasn't fishing for the like the big fancy box,
Yeah.
I would probably grab this box.
This is a good solid A.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. How good? How good? How good is the question? Like, is it better than Gene Stealer Cult?
I'm too fond of using it called.
I would argue it's better than Dark Eldar.
I think it's better than the Dark Eldar.
Yeah. It's better than Admech? I
I
like
think
it
it's
better
better
than Admech. Yeah.
I think
I-
it's cooler.
I think it's cooler than Admech too.
I think the Admech's pretty efficient, but
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is
I don't think it's better than the new IG. Like that new IG is
Right.
pretty solid.
the weird thing is I don't know how this box. I'm pretty sure. Like, how do you get all these models for 500 points? Like,
Oh,
and they
Berserkers are
couldn't
pretty
do
cheap.
that- Yeah, they
Yeah.
couldn't do that for the other like armies. Like this
I understand.
combat patrol was like they created the points so that this combat patrol would have.
Yeah, you are correct.
That's
You
right.
and say it's you know what though? It's the same with the IG box.
the IG
Like
box, right?
look at like if you look at the picture of the new IG box, I'm like, this is ridiculous. It looks like a proper army, and
Like,
I think you're right.
How is this supposed to be the same as the Dark Angels box?
No, exactly.
Is
If
it
you
because they
look
have
at
the
it,
Redemptor, like
that's what they did. They crammed the Redemptor in to fill out the points and bloat the value.
right,
And yeah, it's bad. And if you look at the newer designed boxes,
Yeah.
they're just so much better. Like
this is everything you want for this army.
right.
To start this army, this is everything you want to start this army.
Yes.
You got a cool hero.
Yep.
You
You
have
get
your basic
all the basic
units.
troops. Yeah. No, I agree. The newer boxes, even like the Eldar and the Voltan, like with the exception of the Tyranids, I think there's a reason that all of the better boxes are the
Yeah.
second half of the release.
Talking about better boxes.
What's
Let's
up?
look at this Space Marine boarding patrol box.
All right. So GW, in their infinite generosity, has decided to release boarding patrol specific boxes. Now, these are also 500 points. So I feel that these are worthy and legit comparisons to combat patrol. I believe they're also 150. They haven't hard released the price, but let's be honest, they're going to be about 150. Space Marines. Space Marines get another chance at this.
Yeah.
What
Let's
is
see what they got. They got looks like 10 assault intercessors,
Yeah.
5 heavy intercessors.
It's five heavy, 10 assault, and that looks like a librarian.
No, it's new model, not Calgar. It's a new
Oh, is it something new?
Primaris Captain and Gravis Armor.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It's the Gravis Armor Captain.
Gravis Armor Captain.
So you get a new model. That's a new model altogether.
This is better than the Space Marine patrol box.
Oh, 100%. I think this is better than all the Space Marine boxes.
Yeah, I think this is better than all the Space Marine boxes.
No,
It
I
can be
might get
arguable
this.
whether the heavy intercessors are worth it or not.
the heavy intercessor. Well, yeah. I mean, heavy intercessors are also a little costly.
Right.
But the fact that it's It's 10 assault
Yep.
and the Gravis
Yep.
captain. And you know what? Like, have also on the basis that this was designed for boarding patrol. Gravis, I can see it. They're
I
chunky.
would
They're
say
3 wounds.
this is definitely, if I had this in my hand or Dark Angels, I would definitely go with this box.
Oh, for sure.
This just seems better.
Oh, for
Unless I
sure.
want to buy. I mean, that Redemptor is a very, like, I would want that Redemptor, but then I would cry at the like 6 other models I had.
Right. Like, I might just add a Redemptor later.
Right. Like this is a pretty decent box. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say for boarding patrol.
Yeah, for
I would
boarding
say
patrol.
for 40K,
I mean, it's a start.
it's a little weaker for 40K because
Yeah,
I mean they
it
would
doesn't have one
probably
chunky hitter.
they probably get rid of the heavy intercessors to give you an impulsor.
Do not give you an impulsor. I don't want nobody wants a freaking impulsor.
That's probably what it'd be. It'd be 10 assault intercessors, the Gravis captain, and an impulsor.
Okay, hear me out on this one. Here's what I wish it was. You replace those Gravis with the land speeder Storm. The new Primaris Storms, the Storm speeder.
Yeah.
Put that in there. Then it's a very high speed, in your face army, and that Storm can vomit out some firepower.
I wonder if you put the bites in here, it's just an Indominus box.
I mean, that's also not bad, but yeah, they probably
It
should
would
release the
just be
Indominus box. It again, if you had the Indominus box, if you can get the Indominus box, that's the way to start Space Marines, for sure.
Why do you like 2 of these guys? Why does one of these guys have a knife? What the hell?
I do not know.
Why does one of these guys have a knife? That's weird.
Yeah,
This other
I'm-
dude doesn't even. Okay.
I'm putting this at the top of the Space Marines. Like, as far as Space
It's
Marines
definitely
go,
the best of the Space Marine.
yeah, no, definitely. This is a solid B tier. Solid
Yeah.
B tier. All right.
You know how to make a box, GW.
Yeah. GW can.
Stop selling us crappy things nobody wants.
I mean, they're trying to get rid of impulsors. I understand because no one's buying them. On the other side, though, is this better than the Chaos Combat Patrol
This box
box?
feels like it's just being a little douchebag.
So here's also what I know about this box. This box actually contains like 600 points or something like that.
Oh, really?
It is not a 500 point army. It is well beyond 500 points, mostly because Abaddon's ass is in there.
We're gonna give you Abaddon.
They gave you Abaddon
Like, what?
in a 500 point boarding patrol.
Well, here's the thing. Like, that'd be cool. Typhus is in the Death Guard box.
Typhus is
Why-
in the Death Guard box.
Why isn't what's his name in the
Armon?
box? Armon.
He used to be. He's in the old one.
Oh, he used to be. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was in the old one, which is kind of sad why they didn't put him in the new one. I think
Yeah.
it's because people weren't buying the old one because they already owned Armon, which is
Right.
fair.
I don't know why Calgar is not in the Space Marine box.
Okay, that's a good question. Why is Calgar not in the boarding patrol Space Marine?
He can't
And-
be much more than, or like his points got to add up to Abaddon. Like,
I think so. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know why. And it
I
would
don't
be
know
a
what-
way cooler box. It's Abaddon versus
Right.
Calgar.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I know story wise, he's not anywhere nearby. That's
Right.
the thing.
Well,
Story wise, it
ah.
doesn't work out.
that's true. Well, here's the thing also about the Arcs of Omen is there's like 13 arcs, right? They're all across the galaxy.
Yeah, but like I think Calgar is out somewhere doing some stupid thing that Gulliman told him to go do or something. I'm not too on the lore, but or is that
I mean,
kind of curious?
they could have put a character in there, I feel like, for
You're really
Ultramarines. Yeah,
Kaido
they should have put Kaido
Sicarius.
Sicarius.
Kaido Sicarius model.
Honestly, if they had put a new Kaido Sicarius model, I would have bumped that Space Marine box to an A.
It would have been the Ultramarine combat patrol.
It would be Ultramarine combat patrol. I mean, let's
Right.
let's be honest. The picture they're painted Ultramarines already. They are Ultramarines.
Put Kaido Sicarius in there.
If you put Kaido Sicarius in there,
Sure.
at least it would be more because the Arcs of Omen is a narrative game, so you
Yeah.
could have built it as a narrative like boxes. Like these are the
He was-
heroes and the armies they're leading.
He was trapped on a space hulk for a time. So.
Right. Dude, Kaido Sicarius should. You're right. Kaido Sicarius should have been in there with a new model.
I think
Abaddon
he's
on the
also-
other side.
I think he's also stuck somewhere that they couldn't technically. I think like for lore reasons they couldn't add him or Calgar.
Look, the Ultramarines have like 30 characters. Like
Somebody,
put
somebody
Tigris in
out
there.
there,
Like,
somebody out there is like a heavy like. That's the only lore that GW knows is Ultramarines.
Ultramarine lore. It's the only lore that they have to
It's the
follow.
only lore that they have to follow. They're like, well, you can't add Calgar. He's busy. And they're like, kind of, nope, can't add him either.
I was about to say because I'm pretty sure the rumor is Dante is gonna show up in Arcs of Omen at some point. So I'm like,
Right, right.
that's
They're
funny.
like, what do you mean? Though, what can we do? Like, no, they're all. What about Guliman? No, he's busy too.
He's busy too.
Like, the hell are the Ultramarines doing?
So they
What
could
they
have just
always do.
what
They're
they could
not
have done is not
fighting.
painted them Ultramarines. They could
They could have, but
I mean, they can't do Blood Angels because we know Dante is rumored. They can't do Dark Angels because
I
there's
think it's
those
because
rumors.
the other ones already have a patrol box. That's
You're
the thing.
right. True. True.
They couldn't make it any other army.
That's true.
They could have made it patrol box Imperial Fist.
Whoa! You can't let Imperial Fist people think that they're special. Like,
This is basically just an Imperials. Oh, it has assault intercessors.
it has assault intercessors. Yeah,
It could be Crimson Fist. Well,
could be Crimson Fist.
put
That's
Pedro
true.
in there.
What other
Pedro
Space
needs
Marine
to
chapters
come
are we missing? There's not a Salamander's box, that's for
out.
sure. And it's
It's not a Ravens buck. The
yeah,
my
no,
Raven Guard. It's not a Raven
yeah,
Guard.
it's not Raven Guard. Arguably, the basic combat patrol is more Raven Guard
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah.
And then
But then-
there's yeah, Iron Hands. It's not Iron Hands, and it's not. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they could have made it a Crimson Fist. Get Pedro Cantor up in there. Get Prime Pedro.
This dude is literally Pedro Cantor. He's got a gun on his power fist.
Dude, true. They could have just made this dude Prime Pedro. Build this as a Crimson Fist box, and put him up against Abaddon.
But he's probably busy somewhere else too.
This is a missed opportunity. GW owe us one for this.
He's probably busy doing something.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Space Marines are the only lore that GW
He's
feels they
doing
need to
more
be
than
consistent on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where are we putting this Chaos box? Well, what's in the Chaos box? We even talk about what's in the Chaos box. We got fucking mad distracted. There's obviously there's Abaddon. It looks like 5 chosen.
It's 10 Space Marine Legionaries.
Is it 10?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 10 Legionaries.
And then what? Just the
20,
regular 20 cultists? It's the new cultists though.
It's the new cultists.
It is 20 cultists.
How is there 10? This box. It says 5 on the. Wait.
No, is it 5?
5 in the picture.
Yeah, I
But
see
this
5
is-
in the picture.
Okay, let me look somewhere else. It's 5 in the picture.
Right. Yeah, let me
The only one place I was looking at it was, oh wait, is this? It was on Spiky Bits. That's where I was looking at it. Did they
Yeah,
say
yeah.
10? Huh. Well, we'll go by the picture.
Right. Okay, so
Until
going by the
otherwise, 'cause-
picture until proven otherwise.
It's not available yet, right? It's not.
It's not available yet, right? It was just previewed on Warhammer. Actually, wait, I found the Warhammer community article. Oh no. Okay, so in the Warhammer community article, it says 10 Legionnaires.
It's 10. Okay.
Yes, you get the full 10. It's just the pictures only has 5 for whatever
Yeah,
reason.
we're only put 5 on in the picture.
It's probably because it's more. It's the picture is probably the 500 points.
They couldn't fit the other guys. Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And then but you get 5 more Legionaries, which pushes it over the 500 points.
They probably gave you the full sprue.
Yeah,
'cause they're
they just gave you the
probably
full
10
thing.
guys on the sprue. Yeah.
You know what? I actually like the new cultists.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah, I
I
don't think
think-
this is bad. I think
I
this
don't
is
think it's
arguably
bad.
better than the combat patrol box.
Yeah.
Because Abaddon is a much better centerpiece model than a freaking Hellbrute and
I don't know how good this would be in 40K. That's the thing.
probably not very good.
Right. The boarding patrol, it's a good boarding patrol because you can have your cultists grab objectives.
Right?
They can tie people up. Actually, it's 2 units, right? Because
It's 2 units of 10.
It's 2 units of 10, so it's 4 units. Because
You could go 4 units of 5.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Cultists stay at 10.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But still,
But-
like they're big
Yeah.
blobs. They block a lot of space. They can grab
They're big
objectives.
blobs. You can stop people. Yeah, you can block doors. It's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Not bad.
No, I would like this box.
Yeah, good box.
You're right. It's
It's a
not as
good.
good for 40K.
It's not as good for 40. How much is Abaddon by himself?
It's got Abaddon though. Abaddon fancy.
Abaddon damage void. He's $65 by himself. So.
65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand it's Arx Omen. He's the big guy.
He is. I mean, it's his
I
his
probably
narrative.
could have gave you more models if he wasn't in there, but you're
Yeah,
gonna
but
want him
what,
anyways.
what would you
for anyone
really
who
put
doesn't
in
have
there? I guess is the question. See, that's the thing, right? You got the 10
Right.
Legionnaires already.
You like Chaos Lord or something, like a
Yeah.
Chaos Terminator Lord or something.
Terminator Lord. True.
Yeah.
You could have gone with Terminators, right? Right.
Yeah,
Actually, you're right. If you dropped Abaddon and dropped one of the 10-man squads, you could have probably
Right.
put in Terminators.
you put Terminators in there.
Yeah,
like a
that's fair.
Terminator Lord and Terminators.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Like the multi-kit Lord, so you have a Sorcerer or a Lord.
Oh, that's actually true. That'd been a good one. Okay, you're right. You're right. That's a better option. I understand the narrative, but
again,
yeah.
right. It's for the narrative.
But no, you're right. And also that way it would have been playable in 40K.
In 40K.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. Well, there we go. That.
So yeah, that's the
This
list.
this is our
Yeah.
final definitive 9th edition. Get started. New player. Combat Patrol. Tier list. At least the Death Guard aren't lonely anymore. They got a friend in the Necrons.
Yeah, and you can play them.
You can play all these armies
know.
now. They
They-
did. GW slapped
They
some
remember their
keywords.
rules.
And by technicalities. Yeah. The new ones are good though. I like the direction they're generally going with these combat
Yeah, they're
patrols.
looking a little more,
Yeah.
and I think they're balancing the points of looking at what can be put in a box.
Right. You know what though? That's part of it. Also, is the World Eater one and the Guard one, for example, are using the current set of points.
Yeah,
Whereas like some of these older boxes, the Dark Angel one's a perfect example. That's not 500 points anymore because of like all the points nerfs
Right.
that have gone to Space Marines. I think that's like barely 450.
yeah, all those points changes and everything.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
gonna modify some of these boxes.
Yeah. So do be aware of that if you guys are just buying them fresh. Take a look at the updated points. Some of these might be more, some of these might be less. Like I know the AdMech one for a minute was definitely more than 500 points and completely
Yeah.
unplayable for a bit, but probably better now. So yes. All right. How long has this video been running? This video has been running for like we've been talking for like almost 2 hours now.
Yeah.
It's a good solid video. YouTube algorithm, everybody, if you could help us out, hit the like button on this video. And if you appreciate our effort, go ahead and hit that subscribe button also. And we're just going to cut this off here before this runs any much longer. Thank you, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.